Thank you, dear friends. I am Tutor Cletus Okoli. In today's class, our topic is rationalization of surds. And this is supposed to be the fourth lesson in surds that we are having. In the first lesson, we did the introduction of surds, and we took it up to addition and subtraction of surds. In the second lesson, we also worked on multiplication and division of surds. In the third lesson, what we did was multiplying surds with their conjugates. And it was a very nice lesson because we observed some things in that third lesson when we multiplied surds by their conjugates. So in this fourth lesson, we want to see how we can rationalize surds. And the equation is given to me. I want you to watch till the end. You will enjoy the lesson. Alright. I am given 5 root 3 plus 4 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2. The equation can be solved. It can be evaluate. It can be simplify. All mean the same. How we can solve it? Solution. I am given 5 root 3 plus 4 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2. Beautiful. To rationalize this means to conjugate the denominator, and by conjugation, we simply change the sign in between the two surds at the denominator, and we will use the conjugated value or the conjugated surd to multiply both the numerator and the denominator. That is rationalization. So conjugating this denominator, it will give me 2 root 3. The minus changes to plus, and if it is plus, you change it to minus. Becomes then 3 root 2 all over 2 root 3, the same thing, plus 3 root 2. I have conjugated the denominator of the given question, and I'm using it to multiply both the numerator of the surd and the denominator of the surd. When I do this, that is called rationalization of surds. So what is remaining now for me is to multiply the big expression. How? I will use this to multiply this and this. I will also use this to multiply this and this. Same thing at the denominator. I will use this to multiply this and this, and also use this to multiply this and this, and then get my final answer. We begin. 5 root 3 times 2 root 3 is going to give me 10 times 3. How? 5 times 2 is 10, and root 3 times root 3 will give me 3. Next, 5 root 3 times 3 root 2 will give me plus 15 times root 6. How I got that? 5 times 3 will give me 15, and root 3 times root 2 will give me root 6. Next, I will use this to multiply this and this. Then I will have 4 root 2 times 2 root 3 will give me 8 times root 6. That is 4 times 2 is 8, and root 2 times root 3 will give me root 6. Next, I will use this to multiply this. And that is going to give me 4 root 2 times 3 root 2. It's going to be 12 times 2. That is 4 times 3 is 12, and root 2 times root 2 will give me 2. I am done with the numerator. I will do the same thing, the same process, the same approach at the denominator, which means I have 2 root 3 times 2 root 3. This is going to give me 4 times 3, because 2 times 2 is 4, and root 3 times root 3 will give me 3. Next, I will use this to multiply the second part. 2 root 3 times 3 root 2 is going to give me 6 root 6. How? 2 times 3 is 6, And root 3 times root 2 will give me root 6. Beautiful. Next, I will go to the second expression. Minus 3 root 2 times 2 root 3 is going to give me minus 6 root 6. How? Because minus 3 times 2 will give me minus 6, and root 2 times root 3 will give me root 6. Beautiful. Next, minus 3 root 2 times 3 root 2 will give me minus 9 times 2. That is, minus 3 times 3 will give me minus 9, and root 2 times root 2 will give me 2. I have done the same thing I did at the numerator at the denominator. What is now remaining is to rearrange my work. Going further, what I will have, this will become 30, that is 10 times 3, plus, here I have 15 root 6, plus 8 root 6, plus 24, everything all over. 4 times 3 is going to give me 12, and then I have next 6 root 6 minus 6 root 6. We cancel out. The reason is because in our third lesson, we saw how the multiplication of a surd by its conjugate will give us the result as difference of their squares. Alright? Which is just taking the square each, we get 12. Taking the square each, we get 24. Because the ones at the middle will disappear. We had it in lesson 3. Okay? So this is now going to be minus 18. Rather, 18. So that is minus 9 times 2 will give us 18. So we move forward. At the numerator, what I have now is 30 plus 24 will give me 54. Next, 15 root 6 plus 12 root 6 will give me plus 23. Okay, root 6. And at the denominator, what I have is 12 minus 18. And it is going to give me minus 6. Our work is done. We are done. We just rearrange our work, and the result is there for us. Beautiful. This thing is the same thing as 54 all over minus 6, then plus 23 root 6 all over minus 6. If I work on this, I will get minus 9. That is 56 divided by negative 6 will give us negative 9. And when I work on this, I will get minus 23 root 6 all over 6. The minus we are having here is as a result of the negative sign at the denominator. That is minus 6. We change this plus sign to become negative. This is our final answer. If you don't mind, we arrange it better. Then we now have it as minus outside the bracket. That is factoring these negative signs outside. Then we have here 9 plus 23 root 6 all over 6. Final answer. Therefore, in conclusion, we say that when we simplify the given question 5 root 3 plus 4 root 2 all over 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2, that the result is going to be minus into the bracket open 9 plus 23 root 6 all over 6 close the bracket is our final answer. Thank you for watching to the end. And I hope and I am certain that you are learning. But remember, if you have not subscribed, it is free to subscribe. Subscription is free. Please.
Na mbụ agwara m mmadụ sị